Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video we will take a look at exactly what is new from Samsung's August update. We'll be doing a comparison of the Galaxy S24 Ultra versus the S24 Ultra. These are the exact same devices, except for one of them has the August 1st security patch. This one's July 1st, but we are comparing One UI7 versus One UI8. That is why and when I am comparing versus the Galaxy S25 Ultra, where this one is also on Samsung One UI8, but it has the July 1st security patch. So what I'm able to see is the differences between these two phones from you not upgrading to Samsung One UI8 to you getting Samsung One UI8, and then what to expect on the Galaxy S25 series, who is a part of the beta program, but still on July 1st. So whenever this phone, the S25 Ultra, gets the August 1st patch, we're able to find exactly what will be updated and new when it comes down to applications and services. We'll also take a look at the Samsung mobile security page just to see what all is fixed when it comes down to everything from Google and Samsung. The first thing that we will take a look at is the security patch information from Samsung and Google on the back end. Then we'll take a look at applications and services. I've already written down everything, and there's a lot of differences between all three of these devices, and I see a lot of updates to applications and services coming to the Galaxy S25 series very soon. So this is where you go right inside of the information from Google, and then you head over into Samsung, and then this is where you have all the details of every single month. Now, the other day I noticed, I think it was around August 2nd or August 3rd, I noticed that there was stuff listed for August already, which was early, and that is because of this update here of the Galaxy S24 series getting updated to Samsung One UI8 with August 1st security patch right here starting on August 13th. Now, on the back end of things, everything from the top, this is all from Google, so you have one of them that is critical, and then you have 28 that are high. Now, there's a few of these that was already included in previous updates, and then there's one of them that's not applicable to Samsung Galaxy devices. Now, as you scroll on down, this is where you have everything from the Samsung vulnerabilities and exposure. So these are all the fixes on the Samsung side of things that work alongside those patches and fixes from Google. So here there's 18 updates or fixes from Samsung, and down over here there's 8 of them listed. So they were able to fix or patch something having an issue with Samsung account. There's another one for predictor service or package predictor service. You'll have another one that is for improper access control in accessing system device node. You also have one for the sensor service for the Galaxy Watch. You have another one for fall detection for the Galaxy Watch. Here's another one for the Galaxy Watch. And then you also have a component dealing with the emergency SOS. This one right over here is the path traversal in document scanner. So all of these ones right here are the ones that were fixed on the Samsung side of it. Again, there was 8 of them listed, but there was 18 in total. And sometimes when it comes down to what was listed from the top is that, with some of these right here with these 18, there's been a few of them that was fixed just in the previous update from July. So this is everything from the back end of it. This is where you can see what is being fixed from the side of Samsung and from the side of Google. And now for the interesting portion of this, and this is to see all of the differences of the applications and services between all three of these devices. Now, you're going to see a big jump between these two right here, because this one is Samsung One UI7, this is One UI8. Now, between these two, you're going to see a smaller difference, but you'll be able to see that this one over here is a newer version than this. So, for example, on the S24 Ultra over here, this one is 16.7.3. This one is 17.3.5. So you can see a big jump there, especially with that very first number. That means that it's a massive change. Then you're going to have these two right here. These are both Samsung One UI8. This is the August patch. This is the July patch. And because this one is a larger number and it's only changing slightly towards the very end, this tells me that we'll probably have a newer version or better security version of One UI Home with the August update, because you can see the differences here. So it ends with 3.5 and this one ends in 3.3. So if you own the Galaxy S25 series and you're on beta, expect a newer version of One UI Home coming up. Now we'll take a look at gallery. And again, for me, I just think that this is always fun. I always like to take a look every single month to see what these differences are. I have everything all written down, so if there's any issues with some version of an app, at least I have the version number. Now, for this one over here, we're at 15.6.4.2. This one is 15.7.41. So you can see that this one's a newer, better version and probably better security. And then with this one over here, you got your 15.7.39. So again, they're very close in numbers, but because this one's higher, you're going to have a newer, better version over here on this S24 Ultra with the One UI 8 beta version of August patch. This one, again, is July patch. You can see the smaller number. So my guess is that whenever this one gets the August patch, we'll also have a newer version of the gallery as well. And then we'll take a look at camera. And the thing is that I did compare some of these to the Fold 7, and I did see a lot of differences when it comes down to the numbers and versions. But I think that those are so much different on a Fold series just because the experience of a flip and a fold is different than just a candy bar shaped device. So I didn't want to bring that in this video. These ones are all, apples and apples and apples here. So this one is going to be 15:2:36. This one is 16:54. So again, you can see the big jump there. And then right over here, this is 16:46. So with this one, we'll see a slight increase or a newer version for camera for the August patch for the Galaxy S25 series. Then we'll take a look over inside of the calendar. As you scroll on down, you can see that this is 12/6/117, 12/7/112, and then you got your 12/7/35. So you can see that this one so far, again, ahead of the pack of all of these devices. This one over here not running One UI 8. This one that does have One UI 8, but running on July. So we'll see a newer version of that over here on the S25 series coming up in August as well. Now we'll take a look over inside of the lock screen. So heading over inside of the settings, again, for all of these, scroll on down, and then this is where you want to find your information for your lock screen. So there we go, there we go, there we go. Now, this one is going to be towards the bottom about lock screen, lock screen, lock screen. For this one, we're sitting at 8.8.42.4. This one's at 8.9.15.13. So again, newer version. And this one is the 8.9.10.31. So you can see here that there is a pretty good difference between these two versions right here. So we will get a newer version in the month of August, or at least when this phone gets the August patch. This one will be updated as well. Now we'll take a look at Samsung Internet. Let's see here. So these ones over here are set up pretty close to each other. But over here for the Internet, this is 28.0059, 28, and then this is 471. So a pretty good increase there. Nothing too crazy. But then you got your 28.471. So when it comes down over into the Internet, we're on the exact same versions right here. So we won't see a newer version of Internet when it comes up to the August patch. So this is where they're actually, at least these two, are the exact same. And then now we'll take a look at phone and see if there's a newer version here. So internet or information. This version here was 15.748. This is 15.964. So you can see the newer version here. And then 15.959. So we will have a newer version next month when it comes down to the Galaxy S25 series. And then lastly, we will end this video with secure folder. I mean, I always just think about, when it comes down to secure folder, I think of, security updates. So because this is secure folder, let's see if there is one with this one for August. So going inside of the information, this one over here was 1.9.40.11. This is 2.10.20. So a pretty big change or increase in security when it comes down to the August patch right here. And then you can see here that this one is pretty close, but again, this one will be updated probably soon here. This one's 2.10.11. So instead of 2.10.20, this one's 2.10.11. So this is why it was fun to compare this one over here. That's the same phone as this, except for this one has the August patch with One UI 8, so you can see a bigger increase. But then here is the S25 Ultra that has One UI 8, and it's like the third or fourth beta. But I think it's the fourth beta. But this one is still in July patch. So this is where you can see a lot of the differences between July and August, which is why I wanted to compare all three devices. Now that is everything I wanted to share in today's video. So there is a lot that has been updated, especially between July and August. So you're going to see the newer version of gallery and camera and calendar, the lock screen, the phone, secure folder, and probably a lot more. When it comes down from One UI7 to One UI 8, you're going to see a change or a difference with literally every single thing. Everything has been updated and changed from the 7 to the 8. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. It's fun, it's visual, everything is there, and we did it in real time. So hopefully you guys appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.